okay, look, humans are pretty amazing, and we've seen that from the amazing speakers we've had tonight, the scientists and the technology, and we are incredible. But what we don't really know a lot about is who our friends are in the ocean. Like, the ocean is so deep, and we still don't know much about the inhabitants of the ocean. And so we're still rather careless as a species, and, you know, we tend to cause a lot of trouble down there, I imagine. So our next guest speaker is an expert in this field. He actually studied paleoanthropology in South Africa and is the vice president of the Dolphin Watch Association, where he does field work to collect data to create a database on dolphins. So let's talk about dolphins with Marcus Gisi. Please welcome to the stage.
Welcome. Let's talk about dolphins. So, what is a dolphin? A dolphin is a top predator, and it is also a whale, and therefore a mammalian that lives exclusively in the ocean. So they have to come up to breath, to the surface, take a deep breath, going down again and doing what they ever do. So that makes them to one of the best free divers in the world. So since they always coming up and going down, we had one question. How in the world does a dolphin sleep? How it does that? Well, for every problem there is a solution, and they have one. And there's one this. Half of the brain is awake, and the other half is asleep. So they're coming up to the surface, taking a breath, going down, and meanwhile it's switched. So if you see a dolphin has these eyes closed, this side of the brain is asleep, then it switches. It's really something we never have thought that they do that. We really was surprised about it. And like you can see, they also highly tolerant to a lot of other animals, including us. So the next question was, what was the social structure of them? Well, this is a so-called fission fusion society. Now, what is this? Let's think about a huge patchwork family. So everyone is related to everyone and whatever. They also have a system that we call a healthcare system. Well, it's not like our healthcare system that goes expensive every year, but for that, what you see there, it goes with his belly straight over the seagrass and make a lot of dust to get rid of the non-welcome guests. By the way, if you can catch a dolphin here. So if you think about to have 20 or 30 of them down there doing the same, you are in a very terrible sandstorm on the water. Quite experience. They also have a surprise with a new trick. They go to the brain coral, like you see there, taking the pectoral fins and making that dance all the time. We call that flipper dance. We don't have any idea what they do with, but while they do it, they whistle. And this is one of my colleagues who is filming and taking images of the dolphins, and the dolphins like to have fun with us because they come in straight 2 or 3 creatures in front of us, and then one from behind you never thought they stare and straight in front of the camera down. And you go, ooh, and think, and they go away and having fun of their life. They also play with jellyfish, with coral sticks. They do with plastic bags, with beer cans, actually nearly everything they will have. So this is, by the way, is Laura. This is our show-off girl. She's quite a person. And now that what you see now is very special, because it's the first time we filmed that, and also images, they play with a living pufferfish. There are days in the life of a pufferfish you shouldn't came out of the cave. They will touch him, bring him up to the surface, going down again, touch down on the seafloor, smashing him over, oh my God, and bringing it up again. And They did it for around 17 minutes. Then they let him go. He could up his cave. So there's really days in your life you shouldn't go out of your cave. They had the fun. Well, the puffer fish, not so really, but they do it all the time. So, what can I say? They're highly intelligent because they know each other. They have a language. We know that because they whistle all the time their names. That's so far we are. And they know if someone leaves for 20 years, they come back, they know him. How cool is that, actually? So, yeah, one day, a colleague of mine was down there. We shouldn't dive without a buddy. And Laura came in with this coral stick. So she let it drop on a single coral block, and it goes in. And then Laura starts to whistle. And while she whistled, my buddy goes there and bringing up this coral stick up there. So Laura came in, opened her mouth, we lay it in, and bring it out. They manipulate us if they can. Thank you for listening.
Thank you so much. Wow. Somebody during the rehearsal asked me to ask you, what can we as humans learn from dolphins?
To be tolerant to other species.
Yeah, towards other species and to each other. I think that about says it all, really. Yeah. Thank you so much. I think that says everything. Thank you for a fascinating talk. I would love to swim with dolphins one day.